Hello, this is The Harboring Light. I'm Mary. I give a conservative perspective about the world around me, as I do in the beginning of every episode of my podcast. Mention social media. I will link that in this episode. And to add on to that, I am on Substack. So enjoy my writing content. I will include this link in the episode, and go on and follow that link and view my content. You enjoy my content, please follow and subscribe. And also, to add on to that, you enjoy my podcast content, please follow, share, and also give me a rating. I would greatly appreciate that. I appreciate all you listeners out there. It means so much. Thank you so much. So, audio platforms. I'm on iHeartRadio. I'm on Audible, Amazon Music, Overcast, Pocket Cast. I'm on Pandora, Spotify for podcasters. And I am looking to grow to wherever you enjoy your content. I am on that. Now, this episode is about the origin of Thanksgiving. So, let's get into it and let's talk about it. And I'm gonna get into all the details about the origin of Thanksgiving. So the overall thing that is noticeable with Thanksgiving, and when I get into the month of December with Christmas, but thus they both tie. But let's talk about Thanksgiving. Is the giving thanks and appreciation for getting through difficulty, getting through a long harvest, specifically with Thanksgiving, and it ties in back to Christmas too, with the celebration of the long season and getting through that. But just appreciation of that. And then giving thanks to what you have, and then celebrating and appreciating with others. And I think that's what's very uniteful, and what is really needed to keep in our mindset when we go into Thanksgiving. Of course, there's a lot of backlash against Thanksgiving, but within that backlash, I think it's helpful to step back and have understanding of what Thanksgiving is, and an understanding of the culture of Thanksgiving, the culture of understanding other people and coming together, even in the perceived thought processes of the negativity. Okay, but you need to understand, and I think it's very appreciative to understand the cultural and historical aspects of what went on and what Thanksgiving is about. So with that said, let's get into the origin of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving Day, an annual national holiday in the United States, celebrating the harvest and other blessings of the past year. Americans generally believe that their Thanksgiving is modeled on a 1621 harvest feast shared by the English colonists, the Pilgrims of Plymouth, and the Wampanoag people. The American holiday is particularly rich in legend and symbolism, and the traditional fare of the Thanksgiving meal typically includes turkey, bread, stuffing, potatoes, cranberries, and pumpkin pie. With the respect to the vehicle travel, the holiday is often the busiest of the year as family members gather with one another. In Plymouth, Massachusetts, colonists and Wampanoag Indians shared an autumn harvest feast in 1621 that is widely acknowledged to be one of the first Thanksgiving celebrations. But some historians argue that Florida, not Massachusetts, may have been the true site of the first Thanksgiving in North America. In 1565, nearly 60 years before Plymouth, a Spanish fleet came ashore and planted a cross in the sandy beach to christen the new settlement of St. Augustine. To celebrate the arrival, the 800 Spanish settlers shared a festive meal with the native Timucuan people. I believe the Timucuan people, that is. All right, Pilgrims held their second Thanksgiving celebration in 1623 to mark the end of a long drought that had threatened the year's harvest and promoted Governor Bradford to call for a religious fast. Days of fasting and Thanksgiving on an annual or occasional basis became common practice in other New England settlements as well. During the American Revolution, the Continental Congress designated one or more days of Thanksgiving a year. In 1789, George Washington issued the first Thanksgiving proclamation by the national government of the United States. In it, he called upon Americans to express their gratitude for the happy conclusion to the country's war of independence and the successful ratification of the U.S. Constitution. His successors, John Adams and James Madison, also designated days of thanks during their presidencies. In 1817, New York became the first of several states to officially adopt an annual Thanksgiving holiday. Each celebrated it on a different day. However, in the American South, they remained largely unfamiliar with this tradition. Okay, so this reaches the end of the Harboring Light, and that's definitely some food for thought and some thoughts of giving and Thanksgiving, that is, that we can all think about as we go into the season of Thanksgiving. All right, tune in and turn up, and definitely take care. Bye-bye now.